Tregs went down pretty early.
Yeah, jammed his finger. Got a good report. He'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think it's any big deal.
Looked worse than it was.
Yeah, well, I think he dislocated it, jammed it, but it's fine.
Is that the kind of thing you just pop back in?
Yeah, I think they'll, put him in a cast, splint, and I would expect him to practice tomorrow.
What about the Barton? You look like he had a pretty big.
Yeah. Barton's going to be questionable this week. We'll see what he can do through the course of the week. He's got a sprained knee. It's nothing major. He's doesn't have much swelling, but we'll kind of see how it feels.
That happened tonight?
No, it happened in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it happened in the game.
You mixed in Forbes a little bit tonight.
Yeah. Started feeling better and got some reps, and so we'll continue to progress him a little bit more day by day. We're not going to just throw him into the fire yet, so we'll see.
You want to say doubtful or questionable for him?
Yeah, I mean he's 6 weeks behind practice.
Well, it's more day to day at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
no change among those other guys. McCain still wasn't able to practice yet.
Yeah, McCain did not practice. We'll see kind of what he does as the week progresses. I would kind of put him in the same classification probably as Barton. So we'll see how it plays out.
Lawler looks like he should be ready to go.
Yeah, I think Lawler will be back. Harper will be back.
Yeah.
Lasco should be back.
Trey Cheek looked like he was moving around a little bit.
Cheek's starting to get back off his hamstring. I would expect Lowe to be back. He was hobbled a little bit today, but I would expect him to be back. So, we'll see.
Is Juliel's knee not responding well still?
Yeah, still not responding well. We'll kind of see how that plays out with him.
Does he need to get an MRI? Does he need to get some?
We're just kind of waiting. His deal's more just pain, so pain issues more than anything else right now.
With Cheek, I mean, is it too early for him to help you out in the secondary because he missed so much time?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see as he progresses back, where he is. But I would say it probably is at this point, but we'll see how he responds.
Sound like you were pretty happy with practice tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Thought it was spirited. Thought it was, thought our guys competed harder tonight. It was good. We got after him after the game a little bit. Got after him again today, and just, still trying to teach them what our expectations are in terms of the way that they, prepare and the way they play, and it's good teaching for us. I mean, that's our job, is to educate them and tell them, what our level of expectations are, and so I think we'll continue to practice better and better. We're young and we're learning, and I think in some ways we're, certainly I'm reevaluating where I thought we were probably and where we really are, and so we're treating some things maybe a little different, and which is good. I mean, I think we've got to continue to push our guys and demand them to do everything right.
When you say that, are you referring to not being as far along as you expected?
Yeah, I think so in some ways. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a team where we picked things up really quickly, and we felt pretty good about where we were. And I think sometimes we've had some guys go down in some positions where we couldn't afford guys to go down. And so I think it's put a little bit of a strain on us, and now we've got to have the other guys step up and pick it up, and again, that's our job as coaches, to bring them along and to get them where they give us the opportunity to go out and win, because our schedule's not getting any easier, and so we've got to raise our level of play.
Did Rogers earn his starting spot back yet at the slot?
We'll kind of evaluate him this week in practice and see how it plays out. He certainly played better. Thought he played harder. Thought he competed better. Thought he played more physical. So still's got to continue to work.
And the other slot position is really open competition too between Booza and Powell. Yeah,
and when Poe gets back, I mean, he'll factor in there. I mean, he'll be back, I would think, tomorrow as well, and we'll see. We'll kind of see how they compete this week. See who we think deserves to start.
What was Powell's issue today?
Got an ankle.
Okay. Yeah. Is Gibson at the point where, I mean, obviously he was with the ones, so you've seen some good stuff, but is he at the point where you could see him starting on Saturday potentially?
Yeah, potentially, based on where we are health-wise. We'll see. I mean, there's going to be some, there'll be some competition for those spots right now based on, guys being healthy. I mean, DeMaurier was out today as well, and so would expect him to be back tomorrow in practice, but and progressing through the week.
What's his deal?
he just got, kind of hit Saturday, and they held him out. And today, and like I said, I would expect him to be back, progressing through the week.
More of a head thing, or
Yeah.
Jared's been obviously very good for you. How concerned are you that there's an awful lot of pressure on him, given the fact that you're not running the ball as well as you want, given the fact your defense isn't doing what you?
Yeah. I mean, there's some pressure. Yeah. I mean, I think, you never know how the games are going to play out. I think coming in, we anticipated being able to run the ball better, and I think we've been surprised that we haven't run it better, and we need to run it better. And I think we will.
Are you concerned with how that impacts him, and that he's the one thing that's working right now?
Yeah, I think
that's almost not realistic.
Yeah, I think ordinarily you would be, but he's handled it pretty well, up to this point, and really has made very few bad decisions, and I think, I don't think he feels like he has to go out and win the game for us at that position.
That would be what you'd be afraid of him.
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly.
I don't think you want him to do that as a young player, and so we've got to continue to get better running the football and press the run and make sure we do a good job of running it. And I think we will. I mean, I think that's going to be an area that improves for us.
Defensively, do you think those guys are losing confidence at all, or are they so young that they're still learning?
Well, there's just so many moving pieces right now. We just got to get settled. I think once we get settled, and can have some consistent guys, it's like anything. I think that they've just got to have some success, and once that happens, then they start to believe in each other and what we're doing.
Is it important for those guys not to be looking over their shoulder, wondering when those other guys are going to walk in the door?
What happened too was we had some guys, especially early in the ball game, that we got beat on a vertical route early, and then all of a sudden, our guys weren't responding. They're afraid to make a mistake, and instead of filling on a lot of the run stuff where we needed them to fill, they're double checking and making sure that someone's not running through the middle of the field. And so those are things that guys can't do. I mean, they got to understand if they make a mistake, then they've got to continue to do their job and play their assignment and keep doing what they're supposed to do.
They also have to understand that Scarlett's not going to be available maybe for a while. That you're missing some key guys that aren't going to show up and make this better.
Potentially. And I think like you said, there's probably been some of that. Waiting to get somebody healthy, and right now, they've got to go out and do it themselves.
Despite the injuries, are you a little concerned about and surprised about the amount of big plays given up, especially not playing riskier ball?
No, definitely. Yeah, we haven't blitzed much. I mean, we've just given up. We've given up a couple of vertical routes, switch routes. And then most of the stuff really has been in the run game. Where we've missed open field tackles and just haven't done a very good job tackling and haven't stayed very gap sound. And so that's, we've played some teams that will expose that if you're not. And, and anytime you have a running quarterback like we faced last week and we anticipated facing in week one, then, it puts a lot of pressure on you and to be gap sound. And obviously we're going to face that this week. And so, we've got to continue to improve.
Does it even matter which quarterback they play?
Well, I mean, sure it does. I mean, Braxton Miller's a pretty special player. The backup's a good player as well. But, Braxton Miller's, the guys like him don't come around all the time. Okay.
Thank you.
Sonny.